My client sat across on a Zoom call and her energy was lower than usual. And I usually can tell when there's a shift in my clients. And so we had just finished celebrating a recent win for her. She had successfully led her first workshop as a coach and had powerfully demonstrated the power of breakthrough with her clients, and even received glowing feedback. People were happy. But then when we went to that mentorship session with her, and I asked her how she felt about it, there was a sense of hesitation. She hesitated. And then she said quietly, I don't know. It still doesn't feel like I'm doing enough. And that's when everything just began to surface. Not the fear of failure, but the pattern of comparison. You see, so she had spent the night scrolling through Instagram, Facebook, YouTube shorts, watching clips of other coaches speaking on big stages. These guys she was watching were hosting sold out retreats, healing retreats, going live with massive audiences. And even though she was making impact, she was making progress in her coaching journey, she suddenly felt small. This is what comparison does. It makes you small. It makes you feel small. It makes your own path feel like it's not enough. It turns moments of celebration and victory into moments of self-doubt. And so my client started questioning everything. Why am I not there yet, coach? Why am I not there? Am I too late? Is what I'm doing really working? And I could feel the weight she was carrying. It wasn't just insecurity. No. It was shame disguised as motivation, quote unquote. It was pressure pretending to be ambition. This was a pattern. And like most patterns, it had gone unnoticed. It had gone unnoticed until this session, until this moment in our session together. And I asked her this question: what if you're not behind? What if your timeline isn't broken? What if your timeline is sacred? And from there she went quiet for a moment. Then tears filled her eyes because something in her cracked open. And that's what we call a breakthrough. And what poured out was everything she had been suppressing. The feeling of not good enough. The constant chase for validation from other people. The quiet resentment that came from watching others win, quote unquote, while she felt like she was waiting. And I remember that was the beginning of our breakthrough. And we started to interrupt the pattern of comparison, the loop of comparison. Now, whenever comparison crept in with my clients, we didn't just push it down. No, we just got curious and decided we are going to use it. Instead of fighting it, let's use it. So she began to notice the voice. And instead of going into a panic or pause, she asked herself, is this my truth? Or is it someone else's timeline? Is this my truth? Or is it someone else's timeline? Now we turn jealousy into a signal. So that if she admired something she saw, she would just get curious and exploit. What is that showing you about what you want? What part of that is calling you to a higher place? How is this calling you to a higher place? And so instead of collapsing when she saw others succeeding online, she started blessing them. And that was a shift. So she would go on social media, she would go on these platforms and say, well, I bless what I see. Because what I bless, I invite closer. We made that affirmations together. I bless what I see because what I bless, I bring closer. In fact, that became her mantra. And over time, her energy shifted. So she stopped performing catch-up with other coaches. She started building from a place of power and alignment. She stopped comparing herself and began trusting her timing. That shifted everything. And you know what the beautiful thing? Her confidence didn't just come from what she achieved. No, it came from that peace within her. The peace of letting go of comparison. The awareness that I am enough. I've always been enough and I'll always be enough. Because when you stop comparing yourself to others, you really reconnect with your truth. That's the moment you begin to reconnect with who you are. And maybe you are where she was then, right now. You are just scrolling through the internet, scrolling through someone else's chapter and questioning your own worth. Maybe you're right there shrinking in the presence of someone else's success. Maybe like her, you're there feeling like your best is not good enough. Let me tell you, I see you. I see you. And more importantly, I want to remind you today that you are not behind. No, you are becoming. You are in the process of becoming. And comparison is not a reflection of your failure. It's just a pattern. And patterns can be broken. Patterns can be broken. If you're ready to stop going through the same pattern over again and really start building from a place of purpose and power and not pressure, then I would like to be part of your team. I'd love to help you to return to your lane. Not really to move faster, maybe deeper. To move deeper. Because when you live from that place of depth, there's no one that is here to compete with you. There's no comparison. You are enough. You've always been enough, and you always will be enough. So I'll leave my Breakthrough with Jeff link, both Calendly and WhatsApp. You can reach out to me. Let's break the pattern of comparison together, so you can rise fully to become the kind of a leader, the kind of a coach, the kind of a speaker that you were born to be. That time to rise is now, is right now. And so I'm looking forward to meet you. And if you've been on this journey with me, I would like to encourage you to share this video with at least 4 people that you know maybe have been on a standstill. They have parked on the highway of life, perhaps because they think other people are better than them. Please, let's help people become who God created them to be. Maybe you can serve them by just forwarding this video to 4 people. Thank you for the love. God bless you. Looking forward to see you here in the next episode. We are not stopping. We are just getting started. This is Jeff Israel Nthiwa, and this is a place where we live life with 0 limits. No limits at all.